everyone. Today, we are here to learn organizational measures for an electrical safety system of work. Through the study of this course can help to master electrical safety system of work, organizational measures, and precautions. Organizational measures for electrical safety system. Organizational measures mean that when performing electrical work, it is related to the maintenance and testing operation and other related departments are organized under unified command, close cooperation, jointly ensure the safety of electrical work, provisions, and systems. What are the organizational measures for electrical work safety? Working on electrical equipment, organizational measures to ensure safety include work ticket system, work authorization system, work supervision system, work interruption, transfer, and termination system. First, work ticket system. Work ticket refers to the need to overhaul test equipment to be filled in with a fixed format on the written as a written contact to carry out the work. This printed fixed format for electrical work is called a work ticket. A work ticket is a written order authorizing work on electrical equipment or wiring to work on electrical equipment. It is a written order that specifies the safety responsibilities, safety instructions to the operator to fulfill the work authorization procedures for the implementation of technical safety measures. It is a procedure for the interruption, transfer, and termination of work. Therefore, when working on electrical equipment or lines, work ticket system should be strictly implemented. Work ticket, according to the nature and scope of work, is divided into the first kind of work ticket and the second kind of work ticket. The first kind of work ticket have what difference with the second kind of work ticket? The first work ticket is mainly used in the following situations. In high voltage electrical equipment, including work at lines, a total or partial blackout is required. Working on secondary wiring in HV rooms and the lighting circuits needs to de-energize HV equipment or to take safety measures on an outage line or on an outage line in a double circuit line. Working on fully or partially outage distribution transformer stand or in a distribution transformer room. The second type of work ticket is mainly used in the following cases. Work on energized and the enclosure of energized equipment, control panels and low voltage panels, distribution boxes, work on power mains and secondary wiring circuits. Without de-energizing the high voltage equipment, rotating generators, simultaneous work on the excitation circuit of the regulator or the rotor resistance circuit of a high voltage motor. Off-duty watchman work in phase fixing with insulating rod and voltage transformer or use clamp-on ammeter to measure current in high voltage circuits. Lifeline towers on distribution transformer stands in operation or in distribution transformer rooms. Filling in work tickets. The work ticket should be filled in by the person in charge of the work. Can also be filled by the issuer. Work tickets should be filled out with pen or ballpoint pen. Duplicate. A work ticket can only fill in a one work task. The place of work listed on the work ticket limit to one electronically connected part. refers to the part of an electrical unit separated by a knife gate, can be filled in one work ticket. In several electronically connected parts sequentially, the same type of work without stopping the power, such as each piece of equipment, calibration of instruments in sequence. One work ticket can be issued if the equipment to be worked on belongs to the same voltage, located on the same floor, at the same time stopping transmit electricity without touching energized bodies. It is permitted on several electrical connections, such as branch electronical equipment connected to the bus bar, share one work ticket. If an electronical connection or the entire distribution unit is de-energized, if a main transformer is de-energized for maintenance, all circuit breakers on each side of the main transformer are overhauled at the same time. If it is possible to stop power supply at the same time, confer in a work ticket. Issuance of work ticket. The work ticket should be issued by the work ticket issuer. Work ticket issuer should be issued by the work area. Substation familiar with the technical level of personnel. Familiar with the condition of the equipment. Production leaders familiar with safety regulations. Technical personnel or approved by the production leader in charge. The person in charge of the work fills out the work ticket, give it to the person who issued the work ticket for review. The work ticket issuer will check the face of the ticket. The ticket is issued after confirming the correctness. Work ticket issuer must clarify the work ticket about the safety measures filled in the work ticket are correct and complete. The person in charge of the work and the crew are suitable and sufficient, whether they are in good mental condition. It should be noted in the process of issuing a work ticket that the person issuing the work ticket shall not also be responsible for the work of the task. The work authorizer shall not issue a work ticket. The work ticket for the whole unit overhaul. It must need the workshop director, deputy director of overhaul, or the engineer in charge of the work to issue the ticket. Foreign units working on production equipment system of the unit to work on the issued by the production department that manages the equipment. Use of work tickets. Completed and signed by the issuer after review and approval. One of the duplicate work tickets must always be kept at the workplace, received by the person in charge of the work. The other copy is received by the duty officer, handed over by shift. The watchman should hand over the work ticket number, the task to be performed, permitted working time, and completion time in the operation record book. The first type of work ticket should be given to the watchman one day before the work. The second type of work ticket should be given to on the day, in advance to the watchman. The validity of the first and second type of work ticket shall be limited to the authorized maintenance period. Second, work permit system. In order to further ensure the safety conduct of electrical work, improve the organizational measures to ensure safety. For the implementation of the work ticket, work authorizing system is stipulated. It means that without the permission of the work authorizer, permission to execute the work ticket is not allowed. The work authorizer examines whether the safety measures listed in the work ticket are correct and complete, whether it meets the site conditions. Before starting work, in the work ticket, all safety measures marked should be done at once. The person in charge of the work should check whether the safety measures listed in the work ticket are correct and complete, and the safety measures taken by the watchman, whether they are in accordance with the actual situation on the site. The work authorizer, together with the person in charge of the work, check again at the site that the group of measures indicate to the person in charge of the work, the location of energized equipment, and the precautions to be taken during the work. After the person in charge of the work is clear and the person in charge of the work sign the work ticket. After completing the above procedures, work shift can start. Work authorization should be noted that the line outage for maintenance, all aspects that may be energized must be disconnected and grounded. The order to authorize open work must be notified to the person in charge of the work. This may be done in person, by telephone, or in person. It is forbidden to stop electricity supply. The person in charge of the work, any party in charge of the work, no unauthorized changes in safety measures. Third, work supervision system. Execution of the work ticket operation must be supervised. The purpose of the work supervision system is to make the staff in the work process must be guardian of the certain guidance and supervision to correct unsafe operations and other dangerous malfunctions, especially when working near electric parts of the work and the work transfer. Guardianship is even more important. Generally, the person in charge of the work is also the supervisor according to the safety conditions of the site. Scope of work, work needs, and other specific circumstances. Additional specialized personnel to carry out supervision. Dedicated guardian should not do other work. Execution of supervision. After completing the work permit procedures, the person in charge of the work should explain to the work crew safety measures at the site, the energized paths, and other precautions. The guardian must always be present at the work site. Supervise the work crew. Correct actions that violate safety in a timely manner. Prevention of accidents. Fourth, work interruption, transfer, and termination system. The work interruption system refers to when the work of the day is suspended for any reason, how to implement the work permit procedures, what safety measures to take when work is suspended. The work shift should be evacuated from the work site. All safety measures remain unchanged. The person in charge of the work remains in possession of the work ticket. Continuation of work after an interruption. Work can be resumed without going through the work authorizer. At the end of the day, clean up the site. All safety measures remain unchanged. Return the work ticket to the watchman. When resuming work the next day, the watchman's permission should be obtained. Retrieve the work ticket. The person in charge of the work must recheck the safety measures, whether they meet the requirements of the work ticket. Only after that can work transfer system. Every time a workplace is transferred, the person in charge of the work should take what safety measures at the same electrical connection, sequentially with the same work ticket. When transferring work at several workplaces, all safety measures are carried out by the watchman before the start of the work. There is no need to go through the transfer procedure again. However, the person in charge of the work should explain to the staff the electrified area, safety measures, and precautions. End of work system. At the end of the work, the person in charge of the work shift personnel, and the shift workers should complete which prescribed after completing the work. The system of work ticket termination, careful implementation of the termination system. The main purpose is to prevent the equipment is still being worked on incorrect transmission of electricity or with a ground wire, etc. Such vicious accidents occur when all work is finished. The work shift should be cleaned up. Organize the site. The site should be cleaned up after the work is done. The person in charge of the work should first carry out a thorough inspection. After all personnel have left the workplace, then explain the problems, test results, etc. The person in charge of the work check the condition of the equipment together with the duty officer. Are there any leftovers, cleanliness, etc.? Then record the work summary time on the work ticket. After both signatures, the work ticket is finalized. Work tickets that have been completed, keep it for 3 months. For electrical line maintenance, the work authorizer, upon receipt of all the persons in charge of the work, including the user, report of completion of the work, and confirms that the work has been completed. All crews have been removed from the line, that the grounding wires have been removed and checked against the logbook. Before ordering, remove safety measures on the line side of the substation. Restore power to the line. For maintenance of substation equipment, only on the same outage system. End of all work tickets. Removal of all grounding wires. Temporary fencing and signage. Restore permanent shielding barriers, and after obtaining a permit order from the on-duty dispatcher or the person in charge of the duty to authorize the order, can execute the operation ticket system to close the gate and send power. This course ends here.